Hello and welcome to another edition of TPW, and we're here live, close to where we usually are in New York City. But here tonight we have a huge night planned for you, and this whole week is based off of our new talent wrestlers. We know that they have an upcoming pay-per-view, the new talent New Year pay-per-view that'll be coming up soon, and we're gonna base it off here tonight, made by the Rams order. He made all these matches possible on the away show and the home show to focus on our new talent uprising superstars. And what a first match this will be, the first time these two face off, the Animal and Death, our current TPW Flame champion. We'll see who will walk out the victor here to kick off our home show here tonight. And also we have a big slot ahead of us. We have Rose and Cora Jade, the current new talent champion, Rose being a Hall of Famer in the company. And our third matchup, we have the Rizzlers and Country Dominance, the uprising tag team on the new talent show, the longest reigning tag team champions on the new talent show against the veterans, the Rizzlers. Our main event, a special main event. The Ram will be our special guest referee, and Shibata will face Noam Dar from the new talent show, the newest acquisition for the new talent show, one-on-one. What a night this will be here tonight, and nonetheless, let's get started with a huge matchup tonight to kick it off here tonight.
The following contest is a 2-out-of-3 falls match. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Ace Isabella, representing Bitches and Delicious from the pit of hell, weighing in at 227 pounds, the total professional
Well, not a fan favorite ever since what he did to Jerry Goodman a while back, as well as a couple other people. A huge beatdown, but wanting to establish his dominance here in TPW as the TPW Flame champion. As you can see, the main champion on the woman's side, his wife Ace Isabella. As a power couple, they're dominant nonetheless. But tonight, he faces a huge challenge from the new talent show. A shredded, huge individual, as Booker T would say. He's all water, no bread, just me. But anyway, what a huge individual this is. He's from our new talent show, The Animal, has risen a lot and fought in a lot of big matchups for the new talent title before, having a huge opportunity to be here on the home show against the main champion, Death. This is going to be a huge one here tonight. We'll see how Death favors against a individual that could dominate him here tonight. We have no idea. And here we go, Death and the Animal one-on-one for the first time, and a Thesz press to kick it off here against Death. Now, it is a 2 out of 3 falls match, no DQ. The only way to win is to pin your opponent twice, and that's a normal matchup for our current wrestlers. They know that most of their matches are 2 out of 3 falls. That's a normal TPW match, but I digress, Hans. Very huge night tonight made by Ram here on the away show and the home show. This being our main show here and the home show. Displaying the upcoming superstars in the new talent show, starting with the Animal. How do you feel about the Animal, Hans? Well, a definitely intimidating figure, including Death. I mean, obviously a big individual. That's why he's the main champion. But no one we've seen before like the Animal. He's a very dominant individual, and on the new talent show has almost won the new talent title many times, but has never gotten that huge opportunity to pick up the win and finally win a singles championship on the new talent show. But not a person you want to mess with for sure, as a person the Animal stature. But I've seen him train before. It's pretty much just like a lot of free weights as well as CrossFit. He does a lot of CrossFit too, so is a huge individual for that reason. But it's one thing to be jacked and another thing to actually be ring ready, and that they've said that many times in WWE before and many other companies. You take a look at the stamina The Rock had in his match when he came back. He was physically ready, but not all the way ready, ring condition. And same thing, with Hulk Hogan in the past, or other individuals who've come back and tried to fight, but they're not all the way fully ready. And I agree with you, Hans. It's definitely a huge downfall when you have such a huge talent like Animal, but he has to work on his in-ring presence for sure. And Death going to, I believe, electric chair drop right on the top turnbuckle to Animal, and that's why Death is the champion. And that's an exposed turnbuckle too. And giving the fans what they want is Death with the table. And I think that Ace Isabella trying to maneuver her way to distract Animal, but not able to. Almost a 3-2 Death there by the Animal, and not looking good for the champion. Ooh, just really wrenching Death. Have you ever seen a man manhandle Death before like this? I have never seen anyone manhandle Death like that, and really just wrenched him like a rag doll. Good Animal to Death there. Right off the top with a huge leg drop. Nothing fancy about that maneuver at all. Animal taunting. That's not a huge idea. Looking for a quick pin. And almost a 3, but Animal able to kick out. Now you see the desperation in the eyes of Death. Definitely wanting to end this match as soon as possible. What a spine buster through the table. And now just wrenching the neck and the back of Animal. Indeed, this is awesome. Big Fez press on Death there. Having another table into the mix. It's not looking good for Death there. Not at all. What a drop kick. Looking to get the pin right away. Kick out. And Animal has to realize this isn't the new talent show. A lot of individuals are not prepared on that show. And that's why Death looking for the choke toss, vintage Death. And getting the first pinfall is Death. What a scoop slam. What is he thinking here? A super choke toss and already finishes the match. That is the champion you will see for many years to come is Death. For that very reason. Just manhandled the Animal and didn't have a second thought to it. But what a way to kick off our home show with that huge matchup. Death is always very dominant, proving why he wants to be even superior than Razor as a champion. But we continue on in the show with Rose, the veteran, the wife of the Ram, versus the new talent champion, who is Cora Jade, the newest recruit to TPW, coming up next.